Nope.
Reaction to Martha McSally's rape allegation.
You know, I mean, it's just heartbreaking. And I just commend her so much for her bravery in making that public in the setting that she did yesterday. Those are issues that we have to talk about. There are so many issues that we have to talk about in this country, and it takes folks like Senator McSally to have the courage to talk about them, even though it was after so many years.
Do you plan to look at the our armed services and the culture that's going on there?
Certainly, I think that that's appropriate. It's a culture in our society. It's a culture in the military, and I think it really touched everybody's heart yesterday of what she did.
And you'll do something about it?
I'm going to let, we're going to be all looking at that. I think that there are a lot of people that will take the lead to see that. I've not, you know, unfortunately, I'm not a victim of that. I say, fortunately, I'm not a victim of that. And so I want to hear from the folks like Senator McSally. Let them take the lead as to what we can do, and we'll be right there with them.
Thanks, sir.
Like you, I am also a military sexual assault survivor. But unlike so many brave survivors, I didn't report being sexually assaulted. Like so many women and men, I didn't trust the system at the time. I blamed myself. I was ashamed and confused. I thought I was strong, but felt powerless.
Took a lot of guts. She probably, and I know it was hard for the senator, but she probably did more good and helped us make more progress in those 5 minutes to eradicate this problem in the armed services than a million hours of the hearings. It took a lot of courage to do that. Nobody likes to talk about their private business, particularly something like that. And I had respect for the senator before. I have even more respect and admiration now. But she did.
And sexual harassment is just destroys unit cohesion. Sexual assault is a felony in military law and come down hard on those who cross that line. But in terms of Martha, what she did, I think, is going to accelerate solutions and hopefully will encourage others to speak up, because if it can happen to her, just think about the less powerful.
Well, I think it took great courage for Senator McSally to tell her personal story, and for every survivor that comes forward and is willing to tell that story, to speak her truth or his truth, is very important, because the problem we have in the U.S. military is even last year there were 15,000 cases of unwanted sexual contact, rape, and assault, and only 3% are ending in conviction. It is terrible that men and women who are serving in our military today do not have faith in the system, in the military justice system, to find their perpetrators, to hold them accountable, and to get justice. Our bill, the Military Justice Improvement Act, basically takes the decision-making out of the chain of command, gives it to trained military prosecutors, which will professionalize the system. It's the same thing that our allies have done over decades to protect defendants' rights, not even just to fix problems in their military justice system, but to create a more credible system that is more accountable and more transparent. So if we can make that one change, we probably have more cases going forward into the criminal justice system, more cases going forward to court-martial, and more convictions.
Do you encourage?
Committee come to order. I understand Senator Gillibrand will be here briefly.